You will be asked to compare real numbers on the exam. Here are some tips. Use your calculator to your advantage. This question says, which of the following inequalities is true for all real values of x? My suggestion is you grab your calculator and you let x be something like -2. Like try a negative number and substitute it into each equation, or inequality, I should say. Then try a positive number. Then maybe try something between 0 and 1. For example, if I plug in -2 for a, I get -8 is greater than or equal to 4. Since that's false, I can rule out option A. Now I try B. Notice that I only put my parentheses where the variable was. You can then type in this entire expression into the calculator and let it do the work. This one is true. So it might be B, but I should check C and D. And when I do this, I get 16 is greater than or equal to 12, so true. So lastly, I'll try option D. And I get 48 is greater than or equal to 10, which is also true. So I've only eliminated one choice. So now I need to choose a new value for x. And I'm only going to test it in B, C, and D. And when I try it in letter B, I get 12 is greater than or equal to 16, and that is false. So now I can rule out option B. Let's attempt it in C. This one is true, so it is potentially C, and let's hope I get false in D, and if I don't, then I need to test a different value. And I'm happy to see that I get 0 is greater than or equal to 10, which is false, so I can rule out D, and I have it narrowed down to option C. So these particular problems are usually a little bit tedious because you have to keep checking, but use the calculator to your advantage. One other thing I want to point out is some kids would have stopped immediately the first time we did this when they got true for option B. But notice when you keep testing, others are eliminated. Okay, so be perseverant. My final tip would be that how do you know which numbers to choose? So I said choose a negative, choose a positive, and choose something usually that's a fraction or decimal between 0 and 1. I got the hint of choosing 2 by looking at this one right here, because I saw if I did 2 minus 2, it would give me 0, and I know interesting things happen in mathematics around 0.